Hey, where is this on your property?
In my backyard.
Alright, y'all. It's tornado season. I live in Kansas. I got woken up at 5 o'clock this morning with sirens going on. They were so loud. It sucked. It is what it is, though. I hope everybody out there is staying safe. God bless. In this video, we're going to be showing some stuff, some crazy stuff. First thing I'm talking about is the rain. This rain is getting ridiculous. This guy's below a mothership. Let's hop into it. Told y'all I could not bust this video. You tell me.
The ground too. Watch. Look at the entire ground. Look at the water on the ground. You can't move it.
It's amazing.
Look at the raindrops themselves hitting the water.
Fake or not. All right, what'd you guys think about the rain? It's pretty interesting. According to the owner, he was using his camera from his phone. They were standing behind or underneath a ship. The rain looked very odd, other than any other place within the street. I tried busting it using AI. AI said it was authentic. How about this next video, though?
Yes, there is a portal in the United States. In fact, I suspect there are multiple. But this particular portal is in a highly guarded facility that is used under the US Forest Service cover. There are men with guns who patrol it, and there are witnesses who have seen what are clearly people operating with the knowledge of the US military in civilian clothes, walking into literally a wall. These witnesses are terrified.
Hold on. He just said walk into a wall. Like Harry Potter?
They're not about to stick their heads up on TV, but they are happy to talk to people like me. I've spoken to people who have told me about the existence of this portal. I've been to the location. I am aware that it was the subject of extensive study by a team that was operating in the area for some considerable period of time. I'm told that there is technology that is being used to try to deaden the efficacy of the portal to stop things coming out or going through. I know it all sounds like something out of science fiction, but believe me, the United States knows a hell of a lot more about portals and interdimensional technologies than it cares to admit. And at some stage, they're going to have to tell the public the truth. Otherwise, it's all going to come rolling out in an absolutely catastrophic way. What more can I say? The portal or portals that I'm aware of, but believe me, it's an extremely sensitive, highly guarded, secret military facility. Don't try and access there. If you're speculating about where it is, you'll get killed.
All right, does anybody recall all the articles that were released about the 18 and 1900s and all of these artifacts they were finding in the deserts all the way across the entire world and all these weird places? And it was like these frames with all these weird runes and stuff engraved on them. They literally looked like the Stargate SG-1 portals. Is this what he's talking about?
Hey, where is this on your property?
In my backyard. I swear to God, this is not a joke. This is actually we
So there's
we
two,
terrified with.
so there's two people or two subjects that are in your backyard?
Correct, and they're very large. 9 feet, 10 foot. I don't know. They look like aliens to us. Big eyes. They have big eyes.
Okay.
Like I can't explain it. And big mouth. They're tiny eyes and they're not human. They're 100% they're not human.
I like UFOs. Y'all like UFOs. We all love UFOs. Here we go. From the 90s. Bye. Okay, this is supposed to be the authentic video of the most recent crazy looking UFO. I think it's something else. Do you notice anything about the colors? Y'all ever notice how many triangles are in the sky? Yeah, is that moving? Quit moving. That's definitely moving. Where are you going? You're leaving the group. That's still wicked.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Look, my body is shaking. Dude, there's something like around it. It's literally like invisible or see-through. That's it right there. It's at the ground. Dude, do you hear that? It's so cold, bro.
February 24th, 2026, a user named Alistair Dread saw a strange object hovering in the sky and began live streaming.
So we're on a hike right now in Cali next to my house. We just came around this corner over the lake. It's like spinning black hole thing over this like lake area. Hold on. Whoa, what the Okay, hold on. Dude, it sounds like something's big in the trees. I'm not even joking. Babe, don't go. You're tripping. Don't go right now. Dude, is that not getting closer? Am I tripping? It's just spinning. That is not a drone, bro. It's a cube. Hold on, how do I... It's shining, like it's reflecting off of the lights down right here every time it spins. And it's like getting closer. I don't even know. Just disappeared. Guys, it's back, it's back, it's back, it's back.
Night two.
It's back, it's back. The UFO's back.
This time it appears to be emitting a light, and you can see it look like it's almost rotating.
It's spinning. Look at that. UFO, yep, it's back. Oh,
Let's talk about it. All right, so that second UFO, the blue coloring on the bottom, it kind of looks like it uses some type of cold fusion energy. I'm not really sure. I'm sure there's somebody more scientific out there than I am that might even be able to explain this thing. But that's a clip that's going viral around the world right now. And as far as that last UFO clip, that's very interesting, right? Like, what was that thing? Andy said it was cold and it was there a second night. It's very interesting. But these next videos, these are interesting too. I'm going to say this like right now. Prove it wrong. I couldn't. Y'all tell me what you think. Look for it yourself. So let me ask, what do you think that is? Petrified giant? Petrified dragon? I don't know what it is. As long as it stays there, I'm okay. That's a hell of a catch. Gloved hands. Literal tail. For speed. What's that? Dorsal fin? One side. Penetrating teeth. Look at them little old eyeballs, bro. Like, tell me that first video did not look like some kind of dragon or something you really don't want to mess with, right? That's insane. I tried finding it. I couldn't necessarily find it. A lot of people said they did find it and that it was real. Y'all tell me because that is mind-blowing. And as far as that second video, that ain't no mermaid. That is a siren. And even Christopher Columbus wrote about them. If you hear singing at night, just don't go to the water. Or throw a couple rocks and run. I don't know. All right, y'all. This is the giant huntress. You can find her on TikTok. She takes a lot of people out for tourists to go out to Colorado, view a lot of these petrified giants. Give her a shout out. Check her out on TikTok. I love what she does.
Petrified megalodon.
That's awesome.
That's right. You heard what I said. Look. Go check out our website, petrifiedgiants.com. You can get some more information there, and you can also book your tour there.
So what do you guys think? I love her videos. Like, that stuff is actually really amazing to me. I might go out there sometime. Like, I'm probably gonna have to go out there sometime just to see some of it. These next videos, if you found that hard to believe, you're not gonna want to believe these.
If this is disclosed improperly, it'll be 1,000 times worse than COVID. And I think that when you're talking about the fact we are being visited by advanced civilizations, they are not hostile. If they were hostile, we'd be gone. But we have approached them very hostilely. We have literally downed at least 1,000 or more of their spacecraft using
Roswell.
illegal electromagnetic pulse weapons. And I know where they're being used and how they're being used. And we have captured those bodies, some living, some dead. And Mr. Gates was correct in saying that there are some gruesome programs being run by military where they've been trying to combine DNA of these creatures with humans, and they come out with these monstrous looking things that are used to abduct people. So everyone's here of alien abductions. It's not the extraterrestrials doing it. It's a covert human program. And we know this and we can prove it. And for our 250th anniversary, we should be liberated from the secrecy, and these extraordinary technologies that could benefit all of humanity need to begin to be looked at, to be brought out.
And that there are interdimensionals and demonic forces. I think many of us already believe that and know that.
Well, the problem here is a confusion amongst the various phenomena, plural. And this has been a problem for decades, and it's deliberate. For example, there are interstellar extraterrestrial civilizations that, in order to go from A to B through the universe, are crossing through other dimensions. They do not originate from another dimension. There are also phenomena from other dimensions that are extra-dimensional or interdimensional. These are deliberately being conflated and confused to gaslight low information people in public life and in the media for its psychological warfare value. But even the extra-dimensional and interdimensional phenomenon can be stimulated from advanced electromagnetic systems that can pull something out from one dimension into this one, and that has been weaponized by covert human operations.
Okay, I want to help y'all real quick, but don't hate me for it. Let's get some terminologies correct real quick. Demons are the fallen spirits of the Nephilim that died from the flood. They're not physical. Angels are beings sent by the Father to do his will. Ones like what you know as aliens are interdimensional beings from another place that left their dominion. These are known as the Watchers or the Anunnaki. This is who they are, in accordance to the Bible. I'm going to receive so much hate. I hope I didn't really upset anybody by that. But in accordance to the Bible, that is what those things are. And I'm here to spread the truth. I'm not here for deceit or manipulation. I'm not going to make no fake thumbnails and stuff like that either. I'm not here to fool you. I'm more of a friend type person. I don't have many friends in the world. That's just how it goes for me. But here, I'm more about the truth. This next video, this is kind of scary.
It
But
is very hard to listen to that call to that 911 tape without becoming somewhat unnerved. It actually bothered me the first time that I heard it.
I'm driving on 210. I just crossed the Black River, and I thought I saw a guy standing on the side of the road bleeding. What the?
What was that, sir?
That's not human! That's not human!
Sir, are you okay, sir?
There's something in the bed of my truck!
There's something in the bed of your truck?
Yes, ma'am, I just turned on my bed lights for my truck, and there's something in my bed.
Okay, sir, when you say something, what do you mean?
I just knocked it off of the bed of my truck and went over my roof.
According to the CAD notes and the deputy reports, this thing jumped into the back of his pickup truck and began to actually beat on the top of the cab of his truck. You could actually hear something beating on the top of the truck. The caller stated that it was beating and scratching on the top of the cab of his truck. At some point, he was able to slam on his brakes, and the force of inertia actually threw this thing out over his hood and onto the highway.
bear with me. I found an interview with this guy that made that call. And so that's what we're getting into.
T, finally I get a chance to meet
This
you.
is
I gotta tell
interesting.
you,
This is so interesting.
obviously we're not going to share your name or your face. Totally understand that. But after talking with you, clearly your voice is the voice that's on that 911 call. So.
It looks like there's I'd say probably a 30-something-year-old man standing in that ditch. That threw me off because I didn't expect to see it at like 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. It looked like what had happened is he hit his head on something.
Okay.
And the blood was just pooling down over his face and torso.
Okay.
Quick phone call to 911, let them know, hey, there's a guy out here, and try to find somewhere safe to park so that way I can take them to him. All of a sudden, I heard a massive bang on my truck, and my truck bounced down from the rear like I was pulling a heavy trailer and I hit a pothole. And I looked in my rearview mirror, and all I saw was this white, like snow white face right up against my rear windshield. Like it was looking into my truck trying to see what it could see. It had shallow, sunken eyes. It had no nose. Just think if you took skin and put it on a human skull and stretched it thin. Couldn't see any ears, just that. And immediately I just started screaming, and I just stomped on the gas for a second. When I looked at the speedometer before I slammed on my brakes, I was doing maybe 80. And I slammed on those brakes with all my might, and I went from like 80 miles an hour down to like 35 in just like a couple of seconds. And all I see is this super scrawny long body just fly over my truck in a ball rolling. And there's a gas station all the way at the corner where the highway intersects. And I pulled into that gas station. I was doing like 90 all the way to that gas station because that was the only place with any light that I saw.
Right.
And I just stopped in that parking lot and waited like 10, 15 minutes for state troopers to show up. And I'm just staring back at that road to make sure that it's not coming back.
Right.
So I tell them what happened. They proceed to look at my truck, look in the bed of the truck, look on top of the cab. And on top of the cab, clear as day, you can see like it was scratching trying to get into my truck.
Really?
All right, you guys, we had some wild clips to look at today. What'd you guys think of the images that were found in that cave? The UFOs, all right, that stuff is astounding. But what about the last clip? What about the finale, right? The guy that made the 911 call was so freaked out, like he knew what he saw was real and that like nobody was really going to believe him. And then I found the interview. That interview was quite long. I did have to keep clipping it, but I tried to keep in the most important parts for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Part 10 is coming up next. Like and subscribe. Thank you so much.